I've got a joke for you guys. What is the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's really heavy and one's a little lighter. That's my favorite joke ever. Good morning, I'm Alison Kent here with Will Reid for Live Sail Die. We're here to bring you the Prada Cup here in Auckland, and today is a big day for both teams out on the water today.
Yeah, it's day 4 of the finals, and Ineos finally got one on the board yesterday after they had a better pre-start and finally showed that there's not actually much in between these boats. There's been a lot of chat about how Lunaros is faster in a straight line, but that's really easy to do when you're in front the whole time. So it was great to see the Brits show that their boats actually got some pace.
Yeah, these are the best sailors in the world. They're sailing top-of-the-line boats that we haven't seen before. And today is going to be interesting. There's more breeze scheduled for today. That will just put the boats better aligned. They're more even. They're the best sailors in the world on a fleet that we haven't seen much sailing.
Exactly, and I think we sometimes forget that we had those 2 World Series events last year that were cancelled because of COVID. And speaking of COVID, the reason we're wearing these masks is because at the media centre we've been asked to wear masks and socially distance. So that's why Gator and I are apart from each other.
Yeah, it's also why we usually bring you sailors in these pre-chats, and we haven't been able to do that in the last 2 days. And it's just out of respect for the alert levels, keeping everybody safe, and making sure we can get out on the water and see some racing.
Exactly, and that's what we're all here for. So today we're going to be at Course A, and let's have a look at the weather with PredictWind. So the high pressure system over the country is still kind of controlling the situation.
Yeah, and because of that, we are seeing a northeasterly breeze building in the afternoon between 9 and 12 knots for the race period. So no land effects. The breeze will be stable once the sea breeze settles, and we're hoping it will build towards the end of the day.
The high tide is at 3:15, and it's going to be outgoing and building in strength over the race period. So you will have wind against tide, and there will be more current over by the shipping channel depending on the exact course placement.
Make sure to check out the PredictWind observations at the race time to see the development of the breeze and the potential delay.
There's been a bit of a chat about how to trim your jib. Now, Gator, can you just fill us all in as to what actually is going on here?
Yeah, there's been some rumors and speculation about how these two teams are trimming their jib and what is actually allowed in this one design class rule. These jibs are used on winches, so the sheets are, you have to load and unload the winch, and that is to bring the sailing aspect back into the sport so it's not computerized. And there has been a bit of chat about the rules.
Yeah, and so I think that's rule 19, 10, 11 and 12 about not having any systems on board that control jib trim, and particularly in the manoeuvres. I think yesterday the Brits had a GoPro on the boat to check whether or not they were using the winches properly, but the Italians weren't so keen on that.
It could all be over today. It's going to be an exciting day.
Hopefully not. As
Hopefully
a spectator,
not.
I'd love to see a few more races of these things, so we'll see.
Yeah, we want this to go on. We want to see some really competitive racing. We don't want it to be over today. So good luck to both teams.
Yeah, and I just want to take a moment again to thank all of our sponsors and supporters. We really couldn't do it without you, so a big thanks, and enjoy the racing today.